What if something you're taking every day, thinking it's boosting your brain, could actually be quietly hurting it? Many of us, as we get a little older, start thinking more about our memory, our focus, and just keeping our minds as sharp as they can be. We might grab a supplement bottle off the shelf, hoping for that extra edge, that little bit of reassurance. But what if one of those seemingly helpful vitamins, one that's incredibly popular and even added to many of our foods, isn't doing what we hoped? What if it's actually contributing to the very brain fog, the memory lapses, or even the nerve issues we're trying to avoid? It's a painful reality to consider that our best intentions might lead us astray. But the truth is, there's a common ingredient out there that, while essential in the right form and amount, can become problematic, especially for us seniors. We're talking about something so common. You might be getting too much of it without even realizing. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on this surprising truth. Reveal which popular vitamin could be a silent saboteur for your brain health. And then, most importantly, we'll explore simple, natural, and truly effective ways you can protect and enhance your precious mind, keeping it vibrant and clear for years to come. Watch to the end for something that will genuinely surprise you about staying sharp as a tack. So, let's dive right into this surprising truth, the one that might make you look twice at your supplement bottle or your breakfast cereal box. The popular vitamin we need to talk about, the one that could be a hidden danger to your brain health, especially as you age, is folic acid. Ew. Now, before you start thinking all vitamins are bad, let's be clear, our bodies absolutely need folate. It's vital for cell growth, DNA repair, and many other crucial functions. But there's a big difference between natural folate, which you find in whole foods, and folic acid, which is the synthetic form widely used in supplements and to fortify foods like breads, cereals, and pastas. The problem isn't folate itself, but rather the type use of folate and the amount of folic acid we might be unknowingly consuming. Here's why folic acid, particularly in higher doses or when combined with certain common conditions, can be problematic for our brains as we get older. The biggest concern revolves around its relationship with another incredibly important B vitamin, vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is an absolute powerhouse for our brain and nervous system. It's crucial for making myelin, the protective sheath around our nerves, and for neurotransmitter function, which impacts everything from our mood to our memory. Without enough B12, our nerves can suffer damage, leading to symptoms like memory loss, confusion, brain fog, tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, balance problems, and even fatigue that feels like a heavy blanket you can't shake off. These symptoms, unfortunately, are often mistakenly attributed to normal aging, when, in fact, they could be signs of a treatable B12 deficiency. Now, here's where folic acid enters the picture as a potential villain. High levels of folic acid, particularly from supplements or fortified foods, can effectively mask a vitamin B12 deficiency. What does that mean? Well, both folic acid and vitamin B12 are involved in similar processes in the body. If you have plenty of folic acid, it can sometimes compensate for some of the effects of low B12 in certain blood tests, making it look like your B12 levels are fine, even when they're dangerously low. Imagine your body is trying to send out a distress signal because it's running low on B12, but the excess folic acid acts like a blanket covering that signal, so your doctor might not see it. This can delay a proper diagnosis of B12 deficiency, and the longer a B12 deficiency goes untreated, the more severe and potentially irreversible the neurological damage can become. For seniors, this is a particularly critical point, because our ability to absorb B12 naturally from food decreases significantly with age. This is often due to lower stomach acid production or a lack of something called intrinsic factor, which is necessary for B12 absorption in the gut. So, many of us are already at a higher risk for B12 deficiency. And then we might be compounding the issue by unknowingly consuming too much synthetic folic acid. Think about it, you might be taking a multivitamin every day with a generous dose of folic acid, eating fortified cereal for breakfast, and enjoying fortified bread with lunch. All of this can add up quickly. potentially creating a scenario where a critical B12 deficiency is allowed to progress unnoticed, slowly chipping away at your cognitive function and nerve health. The irony is, you're taking these things to help your brain, but the synthetic form, in excess, could be doing the opposite. So, what can you do about this first? Become an ingredient detective. Check your supplement labels. If you see folic acid, especially in higher doses, consider switching to a multivitamin or B complex that uses methylfolate or L-methylfolate instead, which is the natural, active form of folate that your body can use directly without conversion and is less likely to mask B12 deficiency. Second, and crucially, talk to your doctor about getting your vitamin B12 levels tested. Don't just rely on general health checkups. Specifically ask for a B12 test, especially if you're experiencing any of those symptoms like memory lapses, fatigue, or tingling. If your levels are low, discuss the best form of B12 supplementation for you, which might be methylcobalamin or hydroxycobalamin, as they are often more bioavailable. Lastly, be mindful of how much fortified food you're eating. While they're common, they shouldn't be your sole source of nutrition. Focus on getting your nutrients from whole, unprocessed foods. Understanding this hidden danger is crucial. But what about naturally fueling our brains without these risks? Truly giving them the best chance to thrive. Let's turn our attention to the positive, powerful steps you can take today. Now that we understand the potential pitfalls of synthetic folic acid, let's pivot to what truly nourishes and protects our brains, helping them stay sharp and vibrant naturally. We're going to talk about embracing whole foods, foods that provide all the nutrients your brain needs in their most natural, absorbable forms, without any of the masking effects we just discussed. Our first natural brain-boosting strategy is to embrace whole foods for natural folate and B12 high. Instead of relying on fortified products, let's fill our plates with the real deal. For natural folate, think vibrant leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and romaine lettuce are absolute powerhouses. Imagine stirring a handful of fresh spinach into your eggs for breakfast, or adding some chopped kale to your soup at lunchtime. These greens are not only rich in natural folate, but also packed with antioxidants and other vitamins that work together synergistically to support overall brain health. Legumes like lentils, black beans, and chickpeas are also fantastic sources of natural folate. And they're incredibly versatile. You can make a hearty lentil soup, add black beans to a vibrant salad, or even whip up some homemade hummus. Asparagus, broccoli, and avocado also deserve a special mention for their rich folate content. Just a few simple shifts, like choosing a side of steamed broccoli with your dinner or adding avocado slices to your toast, can significantly boost your natural folate intake. These forms are gentle on your system and work in harmony with your body's natural processes. When it comes to vitamin B12, which we now know is critically important and often deficient in older adults, the best sources are animal products, meats like beef and lamb, poultry, fish, especially salmon and trout, eggs, and dairy products like milk and yogurt are excellent natural sources. If you enjoy a delicious piece of baked salmon, you're not just getting protein, you're also getting a significant dose of B12. For those who follow vegetarian or vegan diets, it becomes even more crucial to ensure adequate B12 intake. While some fortified plant-based milks and cereals contain B12, it's often wise for vegetarians, and especially vegans, to consider a reliable B12 supplement, specifically methylcobalamin, under the guidance of a healthcare professional. To avoid deficiency, the goal here is to prioritize real, unprocessed foods that deliver these essential nutrients without any of the synthetic concerns. Moving on. Our second powerful strategy for brain health is to embrace the power of omega-3 fatty acids. These incredible fats are often called brain food for a very good reason. They are fundamental building blocks for our brain cells, playing a vital role in maintaining the structure and function of neurons. They also possess powerful anti-inflammatory properties, which is crucial because chronic inflammation in the body, including the brain, is linked to cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Think of omega-3s as the soothing balm for your brain. helping it to operate smoothly and efficiently. The best dietary sources are fatty fish like wild-caught salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies. Aiming for 2 to 3 servings of these fish per week can make a remarkable difference. If fish isn't a regular part of your diet, or if you don't enjoy it, don't worry. Plant-based sources like walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds also contain omega-3s, specifically alpha-linolenic acid ALA, though the conversion to the brain-preferred EPA and DHA forms is less efficient. In such cases, a high-quality fish oil or algal oil supplement can be a valuable addition. When choosing a supplement, look for one that is third-party tested for purity and potency, ensuring it's free from heavy metals and contaminants. Our third often overlooked but absolutely crucial strategy is hydration, the brain's best friend. It might sound too simple, but adequate hydration is paramount for optimal brain function. Our brains are roughly 75% water, and even mild dehydration can lead to noticeable dips in cognitive performance. Have you ever felt a bit foggy, sluggish, or struggled to concentrate? It might not just be fatigue. It could be that your brain is simply thirsty. When you're dehydrated, your brain cells can't function as efficiently. This can lead to headaches, poor memory recall, difficulty with focus, and an overall feeling of mental fatigue. Staying well hydrated helps ensure proper blood flow to the brain, delivers essential nutrients, and removes waste products. So, how much water is enough? It's not a one-size-fits-all answer, but a good rule of thumb is to listen to your body, pay attention to your thirst, and check the color of your urine. It should be a pale straw color, not dark yellow. Sip water consistently throughout the day, rather than trying to chug a lot at once. Keep a water bottle handy as a visual reminder. If plain water feels a bit boring, try infusing it with slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries, or enjoy herbal teas. This simple habit, consistently practiced, can make a surprising difference in your mental clarity and overall energy levels. These simple dietary shifts lay a strong foundation for a healthy brain, but our brains thrive on more than just food and drink. Next, we'll dive into other powerful lifestyle habits that can significantly boost your cognitive vitality. So, we've covered the importance of choosing natural sources of folate and B12, embracing omega-3s, and staying wonderfully hydrated. But nurturing our brains isn't just about what we put into our bodies. It's also about how we use and care for them. Our next few strategies focus on powerful lifestyle habits that complement our nutritional efforts, ensuring your brain stays as vibrant and active as possible. Our fourth key strategy is to foster a strong mind-body connection through physical activity. When we talk about exercise, we often think about building strong muscles or keeping our heart healthy, but its benefits for our brain are truly profound and often underestimated. Regular physical activity isn't just good for your body. It's like a miracle grow for your brain. When you move your body, you increase blood flow to the brain, delivering more oxygen and essential nutrients. This improved circulation helps support the growth of new brain cells, a process called neurogenesis, particularly in areas important for memory and learning. Exercise also helps reduce inflammation throughout the body, including the brain, and it releases feel-good chemicals called endorphins, which can improve mood and reduce stress, both of which have a direct positive impact on cognitive function. You don't need to train for a marathon to reap these benefits. Simple, consistent movement is incredibly powerful. Think about a brisk daily walk in your neighborhood, maybe some gentle stretching or yoga, dancing to your favorite music, gardening, or even trying a low-impact activity like Tai Chi or swimming. The key is consistency and finding something you genuinely enjoy, something that makes you want to keep moving. I've heard countless stories of people who, after incorporating a regular walking routine, noticed not just improved physical stamina, but a profound sense of mental clarity and reduced brain fog. It's about moving your body in ways that feel good and nourish your mind. Next up, our fifth strategy, and one that is absolutely vital for cognitive agility, is to keep learning and stimulate your brain. Our brains thrive on novelty and challenge, just like a muscle. If you don't use it, you risk losing some of its strength. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities helps to build new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones, creating a richer, more resilient cognitive reserve. This use it or lose it principle applies directly to your brain. Think about learning something completely new, something that genuinely excites you. Perhaps it's picking up a musical instrument you've always admired, learning a few phrases in a new language, taking up a new craft like knitting or woodworking, or diving into complex puzzles like Sudoku or crosswords, reading a challenging book, engaging in lively discussions with friends and family, or even volunteering for a cause you care about. All these activities require your brain to be active. Think critically and connect with the world around you. The goal isn't to become an expert overnight, but simply to keep your brain engaged, curious, and challenged. This continuous mental exercise helps maintain cognitive function and can even help to delay the onset of cognitive decline. Finally, our sixth and perhaps most foundational strategy for peak brain health is the rest factor prioritizing quality. Sleep. In our busy lives, sleep often gets pushed to the bottom of the priority list. But for our brain, it's non-negotiable. While we're asleep, our brain isn't idle. It's incredibly active. This is when it performs essential housekeeping duties, clearing out metabolic waste products that build up during the day, consolidating memories from the day's experiences, and strengthening neural connections. Think of it as your brain's nightly cleanup and reorganization crew. Without sufficient, good quality sleep, these vital processes are compromised. You might find yourself struggling with memory recall, experiencing increased brain fog, feeling irritable, or having difficulty focusing the next day. Chronic sleep deprivation can have significant long-term negative effects on cognitive function. So, how can you improve your sleep? Start by aiming for a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up around the same time each day, even on weekends. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, maybe a warm bath, reading a book, or listening to calming music. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. Try to limit screen time from phones, tablets, and computers at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can disrupt your natural sleep rhythms. It might take some effort to establish these habits, but the payoff for your brain, mood, and overall well-being is immense. So, there you have it. We've journeyed from uncovering a surprising truth about folic acid and its potential to mask crucial B12 deficiencies in older adults, to embracing a holistic approach to brain health. We've talked about the power of nourishing your brain with real, whole foods like vibrant leafy greens, lentils, and fatty fish for natural folate, B12, and omega-3s. We've highlighted the simple yet profound impact of staying well hydrated, ensuring your brain has the water it needs to function optimally. And we've explored the crucial role of lifestyle habits moving your body regularly to boost blood flow and encourage new brain cell growth. Keeping your mind sharp by continuously learning and challenging yourself, and giving your incredible brain the restorative gift of quality sleep. Remember, you have so much power to positively impact your brain health every single day. You don't need to make drastic changes overnight. Even small, consistent adjustments to your diet and daily routines can truly add up to a significant difference in your cognitive clarity, your memory, and your overall sense of well-being. It's about being mindful, making informed choices, and nurturing your brain with the care it deserves. This isn't just about preventing decline. It's about actively enhancing your mental vitality and enjoying a richer, more engaged life. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you ever considered the difference between natural folate and synthetic folic acid? Have you noticed a difference in your brain health by changing your diet or incorporating more movement or mental challenges into your day? Share your wisdom, your experiences, or any questions you might have in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others in our wonderful community. If this video resonated with you, if you found it helpful or enlightening, please give it a thumbs up. That simple gesture really helps us reach more wonderful people like you who are committed to living their best, healthiest lives. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next insights, tips, and inspiration designed to help you thrive at every age. You deserve to experience vibrant brain health and joy. No matter your age, embrace these steps, nourish your incredible brain, and keep shining bright. Live your best life at every age.